Hey there, y'all. Just getting back into the game now. But, getting ready to start off this episode, same place we left off, except quite a while later. Ignore the crappy gear, it's getting sacrificed. But, in progress in the world, I've been farming materials and other such things. I can ignore those items. Spent most of my axes on getting wood and all that, just for collection and storage and all yada yada yada. Had a couple pillagers show up, managed to kill them without getting the bad omen effect, because that would put a damper on plans. Collections wise, I have an obscene number of saddles that I'm coming to realize. I got more from fishing, as well as more name tags. Materials wise, the wood collections I was talking about, working on dark oak. All that stuff. Also, slime spawned in that cave down below the base, which I think is cool. Which means I might be able to get some more in the future. But, what I spent most of my time working on, well, besides that, was this. The rail tunnel. The shovels for sprint to one. Just to complete this tunnel way. And been digging further in. As we've been going, plan is to make it about 200 blocks long, so it goes to negative 710. And then it loops its way upwards. And if we get back, it's the only rail line, so I'll just keep moving there. The plan is to work on because I kind of want to make each of them all stylized similarly. But next thing you'll notice is finished these walls, and most of the bookshelves at least. I'm still 4, 5, 6, 7 short. But we have a decent enchanting setup, and our portal is framed a little better. Put these around the edges to make the room feel tighter and more claustrophobic like it should. Also finished the tunnel down to bedrock. Plan is to eventually have this whole column cleared down to it. Like below this level is just going to be different platforms for mining and such. The plan for today, the reason I'm wearing gold armor specifically, just a spare piece of armor we had, is to go into the Nether and explore a bit. We're not going to bother trading with piglins. I'm not going to be mining any. I think that's a good idea. Psych. Let us grab. We're going to be using cobblestone and torches to mark ways back to the portal for us. So I'm going to try and get away from this. Is it called? Soul Sand Valley. These biomes suck. Another one. The gas. Holy crap, skill. Okay, that was cool. And this one. And yoink. Anything cool around? Not particularly. Almost got worried and I remembered, oh yeah, I actually put on gold armor for this exact purpose. here in anything, so we'll go further plan is to bring a different type of block with me each time, just like multiple different paths. But looks like I've met dead ends that I really can't traverse upon much, can I? But yeah. They're doing parkour. Just gonna go through. Build a marker up here and make a tunnel. Hey, we're able to find wood in the nether in case we need to make more tools. So, this should be fun. The hope is to find something. I highly doubt. I might just break a pig out before breaking into anything. Or I should burn a trap. I apologize for how overgrown I look. This is me just having gone a day without shaving. Less than a day, and it's just not enough to warrant a shave. Lovely. So we're already out the ability to mine, so now we use these blocks to make our way the other direction. Okay, that's you. Close the bottom one for a second. 3, 4. Okay. That is more Soul Valley stuff. That's lava. What do we do? God, I don't like this. Okay. Idea. A stupid one. Bridge across the void. Just see where we end up. Could I die? Yes. Do I care? I have 29 levels. That's about the only thing I'm concerned about protecting here. But I can get that back pretty quickly just by killing mobs. Kind of worried about being shot off by a skeleton now. And oh hey, look, something promising. Not be able to get there with this stuff I have. On the nether at least. Ooh, looky. That's dangerous as hell, but it's a location. Head down this way and see what we find. Again, we have little to nothing from here, which is bothersome. I have half a mind to just try and like run back across this bridge after murdering a zombie piglin. And it is so intense. Do they attack when you're wearing gold? No, the brutes do. Anyway, I'd rather not risk it. Okay, he's dead. Just pick up his pack. What? Okay, so looting the chest aggroes them, if I remember correctly. Okay. That is cool. I like it. I don't want to get murdered. Banner pattern, that's cool. Don't aggro these, buddy. Don't be like that. Okay. So looting chests doesn't aggro them? Or am I just getting lucky and they're like out of range and not able to notice because like line of sight or something else like that? Okay. Bane 3 swords, soul speed. That would be nice. The number of noises popping up in the bottom right. Okay. I'm going to wait. Terrified of what I might find in here. Okay, what structure is this? Doesn't say. Cool. I don't know how to read the F3. Yeah, well, to be completely well, I know what we're doing. We'll go crown with this. We're gonna murder that guy and get our stuff back. Just fuck that guy. And I want my stuff back. Shut up, skeletons. Nobody likes you. Soul speed would be nice, though. I pick up the stuff, we're cool. Okay. Down this way. Down here. Then our bridge. I have want to push them off, but I'll get my stuff back first. That was dumb. Crap. Running away. We got the stuff back. And we're retreating because I'll get murdered again. I could cheese that one for fun. I could not cheese multiple. Now the trick is to sprint across this massive open area without getting nailed by a ghast. And they do it, ladies and gentlemen. First part would be premature celebration. Whee! And just getting nailed here. Cool. We are now over solid ground once more. Now spectral arrows, more magma cream, get blackstone, blocks of materials, more armor. Gotta love it. I do want to make like scaled sets of every type of armor, and just to put them on my stand. Like, oh, this is like the relative best for leather armor you can do. Horrifying noises. about like those? Nope. Get me out. Get me out. Oh, there's gonna be stuff. You were safe behind the portal, you idiot. Okay, but that's a pretty good loot haul. Even chains for decorations. And 2 snout banner patterns. Unfortunately, no music discs. Which is also another thing. I'm going to farm music discs just because that's cool. I think a skeleton dropped that. No, that was the bow I was using. Soul speed would be nice on a pair of boots. I want to put mending on every single type of set. But that's going to start with the god armor I make for the end game, and just as I'm collecting more random crap to put it. Because I know the whole villager trading setup and the trick to infect them to get them to give you all that stuff. No, not doing that. I feel that's a little cheating. Use the economy right. Sell them thousands of sticks just to be able to get a mending book. I mean, that's why I have the gardens up here going. Just to gather stuff to sell for emeralds. To be able to use them to buy stuff. And to utilize, like, Hero of the Village, where all the villagers will give you gifts as a thank you. Also, a thing I started doing, because I got tired of right-clicking, I just throw all my compost stuff in there. Okay, gilded? Is that smelled? Well, that's gonna go in this dump chest for now. Because the next thing we have planned for this episode is scouting out for the village where we want to put stuff. And let's get there. Bring something to break blocks is necessary. I certainly wouldn't need a diamond pickaxe to the nether. I have no idea how the nether has gone. That's one. Unfortunately, until the tunnel is finished. By sea is still the most efficient option. Let's see. Plan is Z710, where the upload starts. That should be on the far end of the village, right? Yeah. 710. Yeah, it's going to turn left and come up. So I wanted to make, like, hey, the minecart exit comes out here into this part of the docks. Tear these down. Docks here. I'm going to replant that hill because it looked funky otherwise. But I don't want the pillage and raid options to be, hey, it spawned outside the village, so it spawned over there, and they come from the docks. It also means utilizing these underground areas that are full. Holy crap, that is a ton of iron golems. Just drop a dude here and he gets murked. I'd like to see a drown spawn. But in getting rid of these little like bulbs of dirt and stuff that stick out. Like this one. And part of it's dropped into the water, right? There's a cave for it. And then straightening up the paths and all that. Fixing it. Making it look pretty. God, except for showing. What? Step Strider free. That's useful. Fletcher can be the source of all my inputs. Let's see, other worker. If I ever don't need another one, I have 2 more stories. Let's see, 4 farmers, 2 leather workers, 2 leather. And iron golems out the wazoo. There were villagers trapped in this one too. There was a hay bale right there. That let them jump in but not out. But I intend to take like the naturally generated village and just make improvements out of it. Like straighten paths, fix them. Like leave this as like maybe a little campsite out here. Like it's a camp just outside the city. Redesign the farm fields, make them huge. Just have like 24 farmer villagers. Okay, well, cool. I want to use like the same number of laborers they had, or I think we could add a couple. Which I get leather workers use cauldrons, but shouldn't that mean there are 4 leather workers per building? But I'm like keep a tally of all the different types of buildings. I stole books out of here. That's how I made those bookcases down there. I haven't been farming cows that much. So what else did we get up to? Didn't do much other mines. Didn't really need to. Let's send everybody to your homes. There's no bed in here. Crap. Plan is to renovate every single village we come across. Just try and incorporate the landscape to make it look pretty. Because that's what I like doing in Minecraft. I like making stuff look pretty. Say nothing. Also, I want to incorporate some systems into it, like maybe an automatic gate. Like I walk into the village, the raid starts counting down, I go ring a bell, and an observer picks that and automatically locks, like piston closes all the gates, so it forces the villagers to come from other routes. Or I can get up on the wall that I want to build and attack them. Consider taking cobblestone to mark out, but let's see. What I want to do is actually cut off this section of beach from the village. Like this would be the outer roads. Considered leaving like a couple of houses outside of it, but I don't want to risk killing those villagers in case they're useful ones. Have a diagonal wall come along here. Have the farm fields outside the village, so when the villagers retreat inside, they like leave their fields. And here, up to this coast. Not too big of a wall to build, to be honest. It's kind of useful that it's on a coastline. It's got 2 sides on a coast, that means you only have to defend 2 more. Only way it could be better if it was on a peninsula. I also plan on like filling in caves like this. Like, this little crevice is cool. This is like naturally would form in the earth and has before. Lethal dark hole. It's a good hiding spot. But I want to fill those in like somebody would do for grading control whenever they're building or something like that. God, I'm showing the fact that I grew up working in construction. Little history note about me. My father's a general contractor. I grew up going to jobs with him. I was his 10-year-old demolitions expert. If something needed to be broken, he gave me the appropriately sized hammer, or one comically large for the sake of it, and I broke it for him. Okay. That will probably stay. I like how that little pole is there. Maybe we'll just build the bridge out to it. maybe improve that one a bit. But I do like the dark void that is here. It's like, this is entirely generated over water. And I think the whole, hey, this is essentially Venice, which I might call it that. Or like, use a different name for it, because right now it's Southern Coastal Village. I also need to build my windmill, finally. Now that I have sheep, I can shear them and start using the wool. We're doing that with that village. We're going to use the railroad to transport a couple of villagers back to help at home base. Literally just, hey, this is my staff, or whatever. It's like, have a vegetable farmer. Some guy tends the garden there. Another shepherd with a loom. So I can sell animals. Oh, another project I worked on. This underwater cave wasn't looking as pretty as I wanted it to. So I made it prettier. The plan is to have, since where this comes out, the wall will continue here. This will be 5 wide. I'm going to put the conduit, like buried, half buried, just stuck out here. So it's right outside the dock and all that. So we have that one. Because I don't know their range too well. And honestly, I have enough Hearts of the Sea. It's just a matter of farming Nautilus shells to build another one down here in the crook of this corner right there. Which I'm also going to be terraforming the edges of the island to make them look a little better. And it's going to take a lot of time to make houses. Like making the stone a consistent line here, and bringing this wall out to fill this void I built by building like a few extra blocks to make the farm look good. That kind of stuff. It's like, utilize natural elements and just accentuate them. And also I had a ton of andesite, so I made this happen. There they come up to here. Also might redo this floor here, and I need to fill in. This cave goes for quite a bit. I'm not gone too far, but it keeps going. All the way down there. I'm not gonna do it. It's fine. Worried for a second. I also realized I'm an idiot when I spent 10 minutes trying to figure out why this donkey was in this pen. That donkey over there was the one we used before. I put him back in this one, and I turned around and this donkey was in this one. Because they can jump up on here and just walk over. The other ones are secure because they don't have a wood fence connecting to the stone box. You can also just get out here, but not too bad. That was a mistake. This is a threat. Evil, yes, I know. Beyond that, there. And you'll go in collection later. Farming 4 pumpkins at a time is getting tedious, but I don't do that many to sell them, so it doesn't bother me. I'm not about to build a massive auto farm or anything like that. I'm not insane. I think next time I want to spend some time building further upwards. So like this is a good reception room. I maybe want to like put some furniture or something in here. Some banners, yada yada. But keep taking it upwards and onwards. But like I said, I eventually want to get it to build height. also have not decided on any names. I will probably just be naming one Donkey, using name tag so it actually sticks out. I have been informed one of these black cats must be named Mittens by a member of my crew, so that's necessary. And I'm considering trying to find dog names. I've not had any recommendations yet. I'm sorry, I'm just proud of doing this. Let's take a little swim around. And to build this corner out, there's a cave here to put the corner of this out. Oh, so this is, yeah. Just goes there, might fill it in, might just leave it, decorate it a bit, whatever. But around this way, there's land sticking out because our island was naturally shaped. So I've pulled it back a bit with shovels, where I did that before last, or a few episodes ago. Need to do the same with this whole section. There's also a ravine here to be explored, which I think the kelp just adds more of a threat to it. Also, I was jumped by like 4 drowned at once that had all spawned down here. Like, oh god. Hands up, we've got you surrounded. Haha, fools. Gets out of the water. Also, want to maybe even up that, fix that corner. Like, transform this into like a fish tank type environment without completely sealing it in. Just to make it look nice. Also, as soon as I harvest a stack of beetroots, I'm getting rid of that, because I still want that to be a melon farm. I just want the beetroots for the collection. Let's see, what else? Really hadn't planned to find something in the nether that fast, and also not get murdered that fast. So, village layout. We've got this section. That's the dock we're keeping. The wall is here. We'll curve down. And pretty much, the village will end on this side of this map. I will pull everything back to there. I'm pretty sure it comes out right there, about? That's where I have it. But I'll pull it back so it fits on this map. Because I want to take a banner and like label the name of this village and put it in this town center, and then do the same with the other ones. I'm considering doing something with like this northeastern island, because it's just as, like, not compared to this, but it's a smaller island. Could be used for something pretty decent. Maybe use it for logging projects and just build hundreds of trees at a time. Or eventually see how the whole thing is shaped and try and shape it into like one of those natural structures that looks like an ancient deity. It's like there are mountains of like somebody that look like somebody just sleeping on their side. It's got like the knees tucked up and like arms going to where the face is laying. It's cool. But that's honestly going to be it for this episode, y'all. I will see what I can plan and see what we can do next episode. Maybe exploring that bastion a little better. Take care.